Hello everyone, my name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. Let's talk a little bit about Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds' Let Love In. Okay, so as you can see, I bought this one used, paid $8 for it. Warning, moderate impact, coarse language, and or themes. What type of bullshit warning is that? I'm going to say this is probably the original release, but I'm on compact disc, but I'm not entirely sure. Originally released in 1994. I bought this album purely on knowing one song on it, and it was the Nick Cave version I knew. I also knew the Metallica version, and that is Loverman. So I picked this up knowing Loverman. I've owned another Nick Cave album, which I may or may not have reviewed already. I don't recall at this point. I've got a buddy that got me into Nick Cave, so I've listened to a few different things here and there, and I'm slowly working on my Nick Cave repertoire. Problem is, when you don't have much to go off of, it makes it a little more difficult to find the right albums to start with, right? But let's get in the songs. Now, there is a lot of passion on this album. There's a lot of vocal dramatics, dynamics. This is not just a straight up presentation on this album. This is not your basic kind of rock and roll album. This is not an album for your casual kind of listener. Very poetic. I really should get into the lyrics with Nick Cave, but I'm going to choose not to get into the lyrics with Nick Cave. I'm just going to kind of go overall on it. Nick Cave is something you need to experience for yourself. But the album opens up with Do You Love Me? And, well, yes, obviously, it's I don't want to say romantic, because that's the wrong thing. It's not a ballad in the slightest. It's not a slow song in the slightest. It's a song of poetic passion. Almost a questioning anger. You know, do you love me? And not like the other cheesy do you love me stuffs, you know. Really good tune, though. Really, really good song. From there we go into Nobody's Baby now. Now this one would be theoretically a little more ballad-ish, but not really at the same time. I mean, you definitely slow dance. It's a slow dance kind of song. But it's not, I don't know. It's not like a sad, it is, but it's not a sad, sappy ballad. I don't know. It's one of those ones. Then we get into Lover Man. I love this song, man. I'm your lover, man. That was for love, baby. Always for only. You know what I will do. V is for virtue. So you know I ain't gonna hurt you. E is even if you want me to. R is for rendering to me, baby. M for that which is mine. A is for any old town, darling. N is for any old town. Great song, man. Just absolutely love this song. It's so dark and I don't want to say sadistic, but just stalker, preyish, you know. Definitely reminds me of Alice Cooper. Then we get into Jangling Jack. Now, I'm surprised that they went from Loverman into Jangling Jack because it is quite the drastic change. I mean, Jangling Jack is one of the big upper kind of songs on this album where it really gets you kind of moving and you feel a lot of energy and whatnot. And it's really funny because this one really totally reminds me of Tom Waits the whole way through. Even the vocal presentation reminds me of Tom Waits, just the way it's being done. Tom Waits mixed with the Ramones. Yeah, kind of thing. It just really kind of got that aggressive punk rock kind of attitude. Really cool tune. I mean, I really dig it. Just really surprised that they put it right after Loverman. And not that it doesn't work either. it's such a drastic change and it snaps so hard that in this particular case, after having kind of this nice slow kind of vibe for a little while, it's just kind of really kind of the shock you want and need at the same time. Then you get into Red Right Hand, which was originally written by Michael John Harvey. I don't know much about original release of this or anything like that, or what band it may or may not have been done under, if it was done under that actual name or not. All I know is I've heard Red Right Hand in other places before I heard it here with Nick Cave, probably in movie soundtracks. And Red Right Hand, good tune, man. Really good tune. That whole, Devil's Red Right Hand kind of thing, man. Just, great vibe, great bluesy kind of motif to it, just totally digging. I Let Love In. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how I entirely feel on I Let Love In. I think it's a beautiful song. I think it really works on this album and whatnot. I'm not big on whiny love songs. And a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit whiny love song. Thirsty Dog, great tune. I really dig Thirsty Dog. It's another one on this album that kind of, gives it a little pace, a little timing, kind of gives it a little edge. Really, really good tune. Ain't Gonna Rain No More. A little bit slower, a little bit more lovey-dovey. But not bad. Lay Me Low is, at this point, okay. I mean, it's on the album. I enjoy it when it's playing, but at this point, it's been a little bit kind of on the mellower side. And then the album finishes off with Do You Love Me Part 2, which is really cool as well. It is a slightly different take on the first one, different atmosphere, different vibe, different mentality. The whole way around, the big question is, would I recommend this album? Well, first off, if you can find it for $8, that is an incredible deal. Pick it up for the $8, okay? Used. You'll get more than your money's worth out of it. Way more than your money's worth out of it. Even if you look at the fact that I said Lay Me Low is kind of and I Let Love In is kind of and that's only because that's a personal, 100% personal vibe and taste for me with slower, lovey song kind of thing. You still got 8 other tracks on here that I think are absolutely brilliant. And those 2 tracks are still really good, okay? Let's be very clear. I'm downplaying them, but there is no bad song on this album. Honestly, there is no bad song on this album. So, buy it brand new even, It'll be totally worth it. If you had to pay full price and, you're still paying like 16, 17, even up to 20, 21 bucks, man. At $2 a song, you're still getting your money's value as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, folks, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to quit rambling on this one. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you go out, buy this, and enjoy it, because you really, if you've never bought anything Nick Cave, this is a great spot to start. Go buy this one. Okay, I'm going to say that absolutely. Outside of that, leave me your comments, folks. That's what the comment section is for. On your way down in the description, you'll see a link to Patreon. Feel free to click on that. Like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. Join button, follow button on Rumble. Peace, love, take care.